Check 1, 2, check. That was Kenzie Culver from her terrific new EP called Echoes and Bad Medicine. Prior to that, the a cappella group from 2013 from Tudor High School, Forte 201, we heard Aquarius, and the 2014 Rise Volume 1 compilation featuring the Gremlins and their song Fishing. We are going to now go into an interview with the Symbols, and they had a great visit here at the KRFC radio station. We're here with Don, and I think Don would be cool to talk about your newer addition to the group, how you became integrated with them.
Ooh, I'm on the spot now.
You are.
I spent a really long time on the road, 15 years on the road, based out of Florida, and Colorado was one of the most beautiful places I'd ever been, and when it came time to make a change, I just packed up and moved here, and as fate would have it, music got put on the back burner for the first time in my life for 10 years, and so I lived in Denver for about 10 years, moved up here, and after a year of not playing, I decided to sign up for the Guitar Center drum off, and I had it in my head I was going to win that thing. I was going to just ace that thing, and that's not what happened. And funny enough, a good friend of mine said, "Hey, after it was over, she said, let's go to this jam." And I said, "What kind of jam?" She said, "Blues jam." And I said, "Oh, I don't want to go to a blues jam." And I went, and I like to tell people that it was just it's a really good thing I didn't win the Guitar Center drum off, because had that happened, I would have never gone to the Boot here in Fort Collins and gone to a jam that was hosted by my now bandmates. And we ended up playing maybe 3 or 4 songs together that night. And after that was over, it was Jessica said, "Give me your number, I got work for you." And that was a little over a year ago now. So we've worked together really well. So it was a happy accident for sure.
What's it been like for you, Mary?
It's been a much better world now that we have Don Stahl on board.
Yay.
Happy bandiversary.
Jessica?
Yeah, it's good to have a really committed member of the band. We played with a lot of drummers and a lot of good drummers around the region. But having somebody that's actually in the band has a vested interest is a little bit different than playing with someone that's just a hired gun for the night, to get you through the night. So
it must have been rather stressful to not have a solid, steady person playing drums.
And I have to keep track of which drummers knew which songs and who plays what and so forth. So every night was different, and now with a lot more consistency, it allows us to stretch out and grow more.
Wasn't there a moment when you first joined Don where you had limited time to learn a lot of simple songs?
Well, funny enough, not really. The first gig we did together, Jasko called me after that jam where we initially met, and he said, "Hey, let's do this gig if you're available." Of course, I said, "Yeah, I'm available." I said, "So when do you want to rehearse?" And he said, "No, we're not going to rehearse." I'm like, "What do you mean we're not going to rehearse?" "All right, well, I guess we're not going to rehearse." So I show up to this gig, and Jasko turned to me more than a few times over the course of 3 hours and said, "Okay, so we're going to do this song, but we're going to do it in a swing. And we're going to do this song, and we're going to do it as a rumba. We're going to do this song, but it's going to be this." I'm like, what, how does this work? But it did work, and it kept my ears really big. I like to say that, using big ears on a stage, especially with people you've never played with. And so after that, I bought the Smile record. You guys were going to give it to me. I said, "No, I'm not. I will buy this record." Right?
He's the only drummer that's bought CDs from us.
I'll buy the CD. But when I got the Smile record, I'm a drummer, so primarily I listen to a lot of drumistic recordings, but I'm really a song guy. I love good songs and great songwriters, whether that's Jackson Browne or Butch Walker or whoever, Ryan Adams, the Indigo Girls. I love songs. And so when I got Smile, I immediately loved it. I just loved every track. And so it wasn't hard for me to to learn those tunes. And then I knew that the cover tunes were just going to be kind of this is going to be really different, fly by the seat of your pants type of thing, and just be open to all these different styles. So it wasn't really intimidating or concerning to me, but I can't stress enough how much I loved Smile when I got it.
And you're referring to the 2015 release, Smile,
Yeah.
I have here.
Yeah.
All original songs, I believe they were all original songs.
All originals.
Yeah, 12 tracks. Really great.
It's my heart and soul right there.
Well, Jasko, you've been known for some time as one of the premier Colorado guitar players, and I know that you teach over at Spotlight as well.
And that's right, I do. I don't know if I deserve that title as a premier guitar player, but I sure have fun at what I do.
Well, the modesty's coming through. And then, Mary, you're real original with everything you do, actually. People just are really attracted to your energy and
Thanks.
your love of passion of music.
I love what I do, and I do what I love.
And when we...
That was really profound.
Right, yeah.
And you took it upon yourself to, was it a couple of years ago where you learned bass for the band?
I did. It's been 4 years now
4
in
years.
December at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just have a great, infectious presence up there. So yeah,
Thank you.
it's
Playing
really-
bass and singing is tougher than, like, if it's someone plays guitar and sings. With guitar and singing, you can screw off a little bit, but with bass, you gotta be, like, rock solid
See, for
there.
me, it's the opposite. I just screw off all night. No, I'm just kidding.
One bad bass note and the whole building falls down.
I know, Don Stahl's always giving me looks. If
No.
it's rare that I ever hit a bad note,
You
but if I
don't-
do, then
Yeah.
I turn around and I know it, and I look at him for like negative affirmation.
I don't usually hear it. I just see part of the building crumble in the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very noticeable. No.